Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing, continuing with clear skies and nice conditions out around the area this morning. Going to see a nice weather day ahead as we move through the day as well as into tomorrow. We'll see a boundary push through the area on Wednesday. It's going to bring our next chance for some showers as well as some breezy conditions. And it looks like we could see some unsettled weather move in for the weekend as well, with a coastal area of low pressure possibly developing and lifting through the region. But starting off, taking a look at the current surface analysis, we have high pressure and controls keeping things quite nice around the area, seeing those temperatures just above 70 in the current time. We do have this boundary off to the northwest along the Great Lakes. We're going to see that progressively moving towards the area as we get into the center of the week or the middle of the week, and then that's going to bring some showers out ahead and along that boundary as it pushes through the local area during the day on Wednesday. If we look at the current visible satellite, we see those clear skies across the area and generally expecting mostly sunny conditions. We'll see some cumulus developing during the afternoon, possibly a ceiling developing around 3,000 feet, but overall should see nice conditions today. We will take a look at the zoomed out forecast here with the European model, what we can expect for the next several days. As mentioned, high pressure in control today, keeping things dry and quiet. That will continue to be the case tomorrow as well. With that area of high pressure, we'll start to pull out of the region. We'll start to see some slightly breezy conditions late in the day tomorrow, but looks to be below wind advisory criteria. And then we see that boundary continuing to approach the area as we move overnight into early Wednesday morning. That's when we're going to pick up our first chance of a few light showers, and then a bulk of the more widespread moderate rain showers will start to push through as we get into the start of the day on Wednesday and continue through much of the working hours, possibly seeing some relief as we get into the late afternoon and early evening. Ahead of that, we'll continue to see some slightly breezy conditions, and then as the boundary pushes through, we'll see a bit more breezy conditions, or at least some stronger wind gusts behind the boundary, as it does look like we'll see those winds shifting out of the northwest and some decent cooler air pushing into the area, more seasonable for this time of year as we go into the end of the week. Keep a tight pressure gradient over the region as we move through our Thursday as well as into Friday, so breezy continuing on Thursday, but overall dry conditions expected as high pressure builds down from the north, and slightly breezy as we continue through the day on Friday, a bit more in the way of cloud cover, but overall looking dry as we end the work week. And as mentioned, we'll see some more unsettled weather potentially moving in as we get into the weekend forecast here. As you can see, models continue to show a coastal area of low pressure developing off the southeast coast and generally lifting northward, potentially reaching into our local area with some rain showers and breezy conditions, possibly windy conditions, starting late Saturday morning into the Saturday afternoon time frame. And it does look like if this continues as currently forecasted, that low continue to track up the coast, bringing continued rain showers overnight into the day on Sunday, and continued windy conditions as well. But still a bit uncertainty with this as far as exact timing and track, as we are a few days out, but we'll start to hone that in as we move through the next couple of days. So looking at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, expecting our high temperature to peak around 77 this afternoon. We'll see generally mostly sunny conditions, and again, partly cloudy at times as we get into the afternoon, with a chance of the ceiling developing briefly around 3,000 feet. Winds will stay fairly light and a bit variable as we move through the morning hours. We'll see winds more subtly to south-southeasterly as we get into the later afternoon, and we'll see those peak winds 5 to 10 knots with maybe a few peak gusts up to 15 knots as we get into the later afternoon. We'll see clear skies as we move through the overnight time frame. It's going to allow temperatures to cool to around 60 degrees, so not quite as cool as what we've seen the last few days. And we'll see a weak wind out of the south at 3 to 8 knots, and that's going to set up the chance of seeing some patchy fog around the areas to do introduce a yellow risk for those reduced ceilings and visibilities through that time frame. Tides are running normal. Tuesday looks to be another nice day, partly cloudy with some slightly breezy conditions late, high of around 77. Once again, green conditions for our weather risk. We start to see increased weather risk as we move Tuesday night into Wednesday, starting off with an orange risk for precip, again with those first chances of rain overnight after midnight Tuesday night, and continued slightly breezy conditions with a low around 66 degrees, and do have a yellow risk for reduced ceilings with that activity as well. And then again, the main rain activity will push through during the day on Wednesday with red conditions expected for our precip. We'll see a slight chance of an embedded thunderstorm, so a yellow risk for that, and some slightly breezy to breezy conditions with that boundary pushing through, so a yellow risk for a possibility of seeing a wind advisory, particularly later in the day for that period. Extended forecast, again, as mentioned, back to dry conditions for the end of the week for Thursday and Friday. We'll see mostly cloudy conditions for Friday. Will be breezy for Thursday and slightly breezy as moving to Friday, but temperatures will be back down into the mid to upper 60s for our highs, and then we'll stay in the upper 60s as we move into the weekend. Looking at rain showers for both Saturday and Sunday with some breezy to windy conditions with that coastal low moving through the area again. We'll see this gradually change as we move through the week, possibly increasing those precip chances and the potential for those windy conditions. That's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Enjoy the rest of your day.